Hey guys, so hopefully this doesn't fall because I've got my computer like up tilting a little bit. It's like balancing on my bookshelf, but this is the only way I can get decent lighting so that I'm not like a silhouette. So I just wanted to talk to you guys really quickly today about daily disciplines and how it should be a really big focus of yours. Hopefully this is now recording because it just did some like weird thing, but I want to talk to you about daily disciplines and how daily disciplines and systems are something that you should be focusing on way more than just your big 12-week goal that we have. The big 12-week goal is important to have. However, my experience with goals is that many times I miss them. And I know that that can be like frustrating and annoying, and you just feel like, oh, I could just keep missing it. At what point am I finally going to hit it? However, when I focus on the systems that are in place to get me to the goals, I achieve the goals and I don't really pay attention as much to the time that passes. I pay attention more so to the daily disciplines and the daily habits that I'm making and utilizing those to get to my ultimate goal. So what are some of the daily disciplines that you need to have in order to reach your ultimate 12-week goal? That's why we're setting mini goals every single week to really focus on, are you getting in, dinners that are healthy every single week? Are you focusing in on getting in those containers and utilizing the 21-day fix tracker app or the container app that just tracks your containers to make sure that you're getting in the containers that you need for your specific program? Because every program, remember, is different in the amount of containers that you need depending on what your workouts are. So that's one aspect of it, is making sure that you're getting your containers in daily, making sure that you're following the workout schedule. And I want to make a note of this. The workout schedule that you utilize, there's most workout programs that we have in Beachbody On Demand are 6 days long. Usually there's 1 rest day. Some programs there's 2 rest days. That said, when I first started working out regularly, I, in my head, thought to myself, you know what? I just want to get in workouts most of the days of the week. There's 7 days in a week, 4 days is most of the days. If I can get in 4 workouts a week, that's most of the days, that's the majority of the days of the week, then I'm good. So if I would have started a Beachbody program start to finish at that time, which I was doing Turbo Jam pretty much 4 days a week at that time, and going to the gym and using the elliptical, that was pretty much what my workouts were during college when I started this 4-day-a-week system. If I would have started a program from start to finish at that point, I think I would have gotten frustrated because I would have seen the schedule and said, well, if I can't get in those 6 days, how do I keep going? How do I keep moving forward? And so I forget which program I did this with. There was one program that I specifically did this with. I said, you know what, I'm only going to get in 5 workouts a week. I'm not going to get in 6. So I'm going to have to figure out which days I'm going to move around. And so I follow the schedule. So say Monday is upper, Tuesday's lower, Wednesday's Pilates. If I would work out Monday and do upper, and I'd have off on Tuesday because of like a work conflict or something, I would just immediately bump lower to the next day. Does that make sense? So I would just bump it back. I wouldn't skip over it. I continue to follow the schedule, and I just mark off on that calendar the workouts that I do. And so I would still follow the schedule. It would take me usually, if it was like a 90-day program, it would take me like 15 or 20 days more to complete the program, but I was still following that schedule and still getting really great results. So that just goes to show you that you don't have to follow it to a T. It's all about the system. It's all about following that system that's already in place. The container system's already in place. The workout schedule has been set up for you by a huge team of people who have figured out how to pair these workouts together the best. That also brings me to my point that I'm doing P90X3 right now. There are multiple versions of how to pair the workouts in P90X3 for it to be most effective. Right now I'm doing the lean version. There's a classic version, and I'm pretty sure there's a bulk version. So it's all dependent on how the workouts are paired together. And so I want you to really focus on following that schedule and utilizing that system that's already been created for you. So what other systems do you need to have in play? Does it need to be following that weekly game plan and making sure that your schedule throughout the day is staying pretty similar? I know that for me, being an ER nurse and having a weird sleep schedule and things like that, sometimes it can be a little bit tricky, but that's why I use the weekly game plan, so that my mornings can stay consistent, or my workout routine and how I go about, getting my pre-workout in, waiting 15 minutes, then going to do my workout, then drinking my recover, then usually usually I'm having like eggs and veggies and a fruit. Like that's usually how my progression goes. So you need to pay attention to those little things to make sure that you're focused on those systems, because when you stay consistent with those systems, you're gonna reach your ultimate goal. And that's what we want. But it's in a way that you aren't going to get frustrated if things, trip up, because you're going day by day and you're focused on the day by day and not, that big overall goal. When you get just focused on that big overall goal, it's hard to pay attention to those little things that are going to get you to that goal along the way. So those are my tips for you this week. Hopefully that they help you focus on the systems that you're focused on this week, and let's go crush it. You guys are doing an awesome job. I want you to have an amazing week. Have a good one, guys. Bye.